एकविंशत्या आदित्यम आपनोति एकविंशो वा इतो असौ आदित्यो द्वाविंशेन परम आदित्या जयति तन्नागम तद्विशोकम. We have gone through the general meaning of this mantra. Now let us go into the bhashyam. Tatra ekavimshati akshara sankhyeya. This is Kailas ka book nahi hai. In Kailas book it is not printed. Sankhyeya is not, sankhya is there. Ekavimshati akshara sankhyeya Adityam apnoti mrityum. Adityam mrityum apnoti. Through the enumeration of the 21st up to the 21 letters, what we are going to attain is the 21st one. Who is the 21st one from this word? Adityam, this sun. And who is that sun? He is identified, which is death. That will be attained by the meditator. Yasmat ekavinshito asmat lokat asau aditya sankhya. Because from the standpoint of view that from this world, what is the standpoint of view starts from? This world, ito asmat lokat. Ekavinshaha, 21st is asau aditya, according to the enumeration sankhya. How is it that it is 21st? Are there 20 lokas in between this earth and that? Said no, that's not the way. You have to go to take it. How it is? Dvadashamasaha pancharitavaha trayime loka. In between this world, there is only 3 worlds actually. Dvadashamasaha, the 12 months, 5 seasons. Because in Panchavit Samas you said you saw the Sharad and Hemant Ritu. No, not Sharad, Hemant and Shishir Ritu. Both will together taken as one. Then it is 6 seasons will be made into 5 seasons for meditation purpose. That's why it takes only 5 seasons here. And ime lokaha, bhur bhuva and swaha. These 3. Asau aditya ekavinshaha. These are the 20 and this, the yonder sun, is the 21st. Iti shrutehe adhishtena dvavinshena akshirena. Iti asau aditya ekavinsha iti shrutehe. Therefore the Veda itself is telling that ekavinsha aditya. The 21st is the sun. Atishishtena. Atishishtena means the one that was extra. Dvavinshena aksharena. By that 22nd letter, which was the extra one. Param mrityoho aditya jayati apnoti tirtaho. The person is going to attain that which is above or that which is higher than the death, which is sun itself. Because up to sun, including sun, everything is within the range of death. That means everything is within the trap of time. Therefore, whoever is going to attain death only. And the one who is going to the 22nd, that extra letter, not according to the numbering of 22nd you should take, the extra is called as 22nd. Atiriktena dvavinshena aksharena. That is why you don't take the last one with idharam sunnam as the 22nd one. Is the atiriktena dvavinshena aksharena. The mantra says, and here also it is telling that what is the atirikta is the va was the atirikt one. That is the 22nd letter for meditation purpose. Dvavinshena aksharena param mrityoraditya. Therefore, by meditating on that extra 22nd letter, the person is going to attain what? He is going to get in victory over death. That is going to attain something higher, which is not within the range of death. Is immortal, means to say. Yachatadatyat param kim tat. Now the question comes, what is that which is above or which is higher than the sun, which is identified with death? The Shruti, the mantra itself saying, what is it? Nakam. It is Nakam. Nakam means what? According to Hindi, Nakam is nose. Say, what is that Nakam? Therefore, it is Nakam means Kam iti. Sukham. Kam means Sukham. Tasya pratishedo. There is Nakam is Akam. The negation of the Sukham, the happiness. When you negate happiness, what is there then? It is unhappiness. Dukkham. That means sorrow. So Akam. Come is happiness and akam is unhappiness. Not come. First we make akam. First you see the samasa is like this. Come, then comes na kam equals akam, then na akam is equal to na kam. This is happiness, unhappiness and never unhappiness. Nai dvaya. There is two nai. In akam there is one nai and nakam there is another nai. These two nai makes the states the stability or certainty of one which was being started. That's come. Naidvayam vastuna dardhya bodhartham. The naidvaya, two negation regarding one single thing, states the certainty of that thing and the permanent stability of that thing. Naidvayam vastuna dardhyata suchanartham. This is according to the Vyakarana Paribhashas. Naidvayam. Yena na aprapte. There is one Paribhasha. Yena na aprapte. Yo vidhirarabhyate sa tasya apavada. लिखा है एवरी अपवाद का लक्षण है. There is न अप्राप्ति, न अप्राप्ति. प्राप्ति is the main thing, and first there is one night is अप्राप्ति and न अप्राप्ति, ना प्राप्ति. Similar is here. Come, akam, then nakam. The two negations always establish that the certainty of the thing which is being negated and the stability of that thing also. The permanency of that thing is also being established by Naidvaya. Therefore, that nakam here becomes what? Permanent happiness. Iti, then na bhavati, tan na bhavati. That akam never occurs. Akam means what? Unhappiness. Tan na bhavati. That means akam na bhavati. Akam never takes place. That means unhappiness never occurs. This permanent happiness is nakam. Kam eva ityartha. You see? This is it eva to show the certainty. Kam eva. Only happiness and nothing else. Bliss only. This is the meaning of the word nakam. And this nakam is the thing that is above or higher than Aditya, the sun, which is identified with death. Mrityu vishayatvat dukkhasya. You see? Mrityu vishayatvat dukkhasya. Because whatever is dukkha, sorrow or unhappiness, is all within the range of death only. Mrityu vishayatvat. That which is unhappiness is always within the range of death. Therefore, we can say the whole world, including the sun, is within the range of death. Therefore, wherever we go, the degree of unhappiness may differ, but there is unhappiness even in the heaven. There is no doubt. Even there is unhappiness. Because there is also higher and higher people are there, one above the other. Taratamyata is there even in them. Mrityu vishayatvat dukkhasya. Dukkha is not there. Oh, then it's okay. Then the nakam is being explained there. Nakam is being explained. Amrityu vishayatvat. Only this much should be there. No dukkha later word should not be there. That's okay. Either you write mrityu vishayatvat dukkhasya or amrityu vishayatvat. Only this much is also same. No difference at all. Meaning cannot be different there. Vishokancha. And now it is not only nakam. The one that is above or higher than sun is nakam, and it is also vishoka. Vishoka means what? Vigata shoka. That. It is free from mental sorrows. Here shoka is taken as mental sorrow. Manasa dukkha rahitamityartaha. Because you may have all types of physical comforts and luxuries in heaven, but mentally even there you will not be satisfied. There is shoka is there. There's a Narad person has told, Tarati shokam atmavidyeva. Even there he went to all the words and he found that there's nowhere place where there is no Shoka. There is Shoka everywhere in the whole universe. This is what Narad found. And went to Sanat Kumar, he said, you are the eldest sannyasi of this whole creation. You tell me now what to do. So, Manasa Dukkha Rahitam Ityartha. It is free from all types of mental sorrows also. Free from unhappiness. Free from sorrow. Therefore, you have to consider the first one, Nakam states as free from general unhappiness and is free from mental unhappiness. Both is above the sun, above the range of death, out of it. Tad apnati, that is attained. That is attained by the meditator of that extra 22nd letter. Apnoti adityasya jayam parohasya aditya jaya jayo bhavati edadevam vidvan atma sammitam atimrityu sapta vidagun samopaste samopaste. Apnoti adityasya jayam. Surely that meditator is going to attain or achieve victory over the sun. Parohasya aditya jaya jayo bhavati. Therefore his victory is always above and higher than the victory over sun also. A person who is achieving victory over sun is always higher than the whole people, all types of creatures from the whole world. But a meditator of this extra letter is still higher than that person also, who is achieving victory over sun. Because this fellow has attained something which is above the sun. Therefore, if you attain victory over sun, you will be ruling over the sun, but you will not be above the sun. And this fellow has reached above the sun. Has attained, not reaching by going, he has attained or achieved that thing which is always happiness. Permanent happiness is there. And that is above the sun, out of the range of mortality or death. Therefore, he says, Asya Jayo Aditya Jayat Paraha Bhavati. You take the Anvaya like this. Asya Jayo Aditya Jayat Paro Bhavati. His victory through that 22nd letter becomes higher even than the victory over the sun. Whose victory is this? Yetadevam Vidvan. Of that person who is meditating this Sama, thus as stated before. Which Sama? Atma Sammitam, which is identified with the self and transcending the death. Atimrityo. Saptavidam Sama, having possesses of these two special qualities, you are meditating on the sevenfold Sama's names itself. And not only directly on the names, but on the letters constituting the names of the sevenfold Sama. Samopaste. A person who meditates on such a Sama, a person who meditates on such a Sama this is repetition, is to indicate the conclusion of the general meditations of Sama. Both general meditations, because up to now we have never seen any specific Sama. Gayatri Sama, Ratandra Sama, Vamadeva Sama. We are not particularized. In general, on Panchama Sama, what you can meditate. One after another we have been told. And on Saptama Sama, what all can be meditated. That has been told. General meditations on the fivefold Sama and sevenfold Sama has been being mentioned. That is concluded now. And hereafter we will be starting the specific Sama meditations. And that too in such an order as it is being used in a rite. In Jyotishtam Yaga, which Sama will be sung first, second which, third which. In that order, here also the meditations will be taught. So it will be easy to meditate when it is going on sung. One after another Psalm is being sung, and one after another you can do also meditation easily. In the same order, the specific Psalm meditations will be started. Therefore, yes, repetition has been done here. Samopaste, Samopaste. Bhashakar will tell this very clearly. Uktasya Panditartham Maha. All that has been stated now is being repeated in a condensed form. Ekavinshati Sankhya Aditya Sajayam Apnote. Through the 21st, to the enumeration of the 21 letters, not the 21st, through the enumeration of the 21 letters, a person is going to attain or achieve victory over the 21st, that is the sun, which is actually identified with death. आदित्य सचेम अपनोति परोह अस्य एवं विदः आदित्य जयात् मृत्यु गोचरात् परो जयो भवति asya means evam vidah. A person who is knowing thus meditates on such a sama, his victory jayo, how will it be? Paro jayo bhavati. His victory will be higher, greater and above, becomes higher or greater victory than what? Aditya jayat mrityu gocharat. Than the victory attained by those people who are doing meditation on what? Only 21 letters. Because only those who are meditating only on 20 letters, what will they attain? The sun, which is identified with death. Therefore, this fellow is meditating on the 22nd letter, that extra letter. He is going to attain such a thing. That is above, greater and higher than the victory attained by those people who are meditating only 21 letters. Therefore, Aditya Jaya. Why? Because that Aditya is, how is that Aditya Jaya? Mrityu Gocharat. It is within the range of death, within the range of mortality. It is going to perish, diminish slowly and ends. Therefore, this fellow's victories are higher than the victory attained on the sun. Dvavinshatyakshar Sankhya. How has this victory come to this fellow? By the meditation of the 22nd letter, the extra letter. He has attained that which is above. What is attained? Nakam Vishokam. Through this 22nd letter, you are attaining Nakam Vishokam, which is above the sun. Yaetade Vidvan Ityadi Uktartha. This rest of the sentence, the later part of the sentence, the meaning has to be interpreted as stated before in many other mantras. Tasya thoktam phalam vidhi. To him comes this result as stated before. Durabhyasa, the repetition, saptavidya samaptyartaha, is to indicate the conclusion of the sevenfold samas general meditation. Now the Bhashyakara, to start the next part of the chapter, is giving an introduction. Vina namagranam panchavidasya saptavidasya samana upasanam uktam. Without giving any specific name, without specifying a particular sama, the fivefold samas in general and sevenfold samas in general, meditations have been stated. Upasanam uktam. So now what are you going to do? Atha, so hereafter, idanim means now, gayatradi namagrahana purvakam vishishta phalani samopasanantarani uchyante. Now, by mentioning the names such as Gayatri Sama, Rathantra Sama, Vamadevya Sama, special names, specific, particular Sama. And that too for what? Vishishta Phalani. These meditations are, what are you doing is for conducive to special results also. Those results have been already discussed. Not that. Other than that, we are having here specific samas for specific results. Upasanantrani, some other meditations of these fivefold and sevenfold samas are being stated uchyante. And that too, how you are going to say? You will take any sama and go on explaining it? No. Yatha kramam gayatradinam karmani prayoga tathaiva. In accordance to the order of these specific samas being used in a rite, in the same order, we are going to discuss about the different types of meditations to be done on these specific samas. And to start with, we are starting the Gayatri Sama, because in the Pratasavanam of the Jyotishtham Yaga, the first sama that is sung is the Gayatri Sama. Manohinkara Vak Prastavas Chakshurudhitaha Shrotram Pradiharaha Prano Nidhanam Etat Gayatram Praneshu Protam. Manohinkara. On the Hinkara division of Gayatri Sama, we have to meditate, we have to look it upon as Manaha, the mind. Because until and unless the mind does not start to work, all other organs are dead. Once the mind wakes up, then all body is working, all the organs are everything works starts to work. The mind is not in proper condition means all organs are also not in condition. They will not work properly. If mind sleeps means you will also sleep. Therefore it says mind is the first for any action of any organ. Is that seeing the organs in Gayatri Sama? Therefore any action to be done by any organ is the first thing that has to happen is the mind should activate. Therefore action starts due to the mind. Mind is the first for any action. And in Gayatri Sama, which is the first division, is Hinkara. This is the similarity. That is why we have to see the mind on Hinkara. Vak Prastavaha. And as soon as the mind starts to activate, the first thing that works after the mind is Vani, Vak. Because a person when he wakes up, this Jambai he takes, the Vani comes out automatically. Or a child cries. You wake him up, what will happen? It cries. Yes, the Vani starts first. Even before you open the eyes, the Vani will be started. Therefore it says Vak Prastava Anantarya. It will be told because Anantarya. After the mind starts to work, the first thing that comes, activates is the Vani, the speech. And then is Chakshu Gita due to its superiority. That is why on with Gita we have to meditate Chakshu, the organ of sight. Shrotram Pratiharaha. And on the Pratihara division we have to meditate Shrotram, the sense organ of hearing, the ears. Why? The similarity has been told before. Because this has got the ability of what? Before the other way also can take, it is told Vani can speak all even unseen also. Chakshu only that is seen in front. At that speaking of the unseen also the Vani can speak. But see the other thing is Chakshu has got the ability of not only seeing from the front but the ears have got the ability to listen from all over. And not only that, our organ of hearing is attracted, it goes out with Pratiharanam, it is carried away to the place where the music is going on. You are attracted over and your organ pulls you and takes you out over there. It is you are carried away, the Pratiharanam takes place. That is the similarity, it was told before. Lastly, Prano Nidanam. Prana here, you take the vital force. Because all the Indriyas when we are sleeping, where it will be? Including the mind. It sleeps in prana. The Prashnopanishad was asked where all these Indriyas went when we were sleeping. They were lying, resting in the prana. Therefore, it's a place where all the sense organs and motor organs are deposited while sleeping. Therefore, there is a nidhanam, the place of depositing. Nidhiyate iti nidhanam. Gayatram Praneshu Protam Veda. This is how the Gayatri Sama is fully established on the organs. Here also again, Saptami and Prathama should be transposed. This is how you have to meditate on the Gayatri Sama of these organs. These organs have to be meditated on the Gayatri Sama, 5 different parts. Bhashakara Manohingaro. Why? Because Manasaha Sarva Karna Vrittinam Pratamyat. Because this mind precedes all the modifications and actions of all other organs. It is the first modification is of mind. Then only the other organs modify. Or if it is the sense organ. And if it is a motor organ, the action starts. Therefore it says both modifications or actions of all organs is preceded by the mind's activation. There we are saying in general meditation. The mind is taken as Nidhanam there. And Vak is Hinkara. From there we have started. But here it is started from mind to Prana. There is a difference. Because we are taking here Nidhanam what? Prana. Where mind also sleeps. That's been discussed here. There is totally different from that and this. You can't coincide that with this. They are different upasanas. These are specific results. Bhashkar told before only. These upasanas are for specific results on specific samas. That was general meditation on general Panchavida sama. So we can't mix both of them. Tad anantaryat. And now, due to it being the next, or because of the order of succession in the actions, after this vak, after this mana, we are taking vak, the organ of speech, as prastava. That should meditate on prastava. Chakshur Gita. And Chakshu should meditate on Udgita. Why? Shraishtyat. Bhashar is giving the reason here. Anantaryat for vak and Shraishtyat for Chakshu. Because of its superiority. And among all the divisions, which is the supreme division, is Udgita. Therefore, on that Udgita, we have to meditate such an organ which is supreme in our body. And that supreme organ is the Chakshu. Shrotram pratyahara pratihratvatvad. The Shrotra has to meditate upon pratihara. Why? Because it has got the quality of the quality of pratiharanam, to be carried away, to be attracted by the external sounds. Prano nidhanam. Yathoktanam prani nidhana swapakale. The reason is being given. Why? Because the aforesaid all organs actually are deposited or get deposited in prana at the time of sleep. Etad Gayatram Sama Pranesha Protam. This Gayatri Sama is fully established on the prana, the organs. Gayatriyaha prana sanskritatvad. Because Gayatri is being praised as prana by different Shrutis. The Shruti has been given Anandagiri. Prano vai Gayatri iti Shruti. Prano vai Gayatri. It's told in Anandagiri. And in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad also it's Prano vai Gayaha. Tat pranas tatre. Tat yat gayas tatre. Tasmat Gayatri. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad you can see this mantra 5:14:4. It's told prana. Why is this called Gayatri? Gaya and Tri. You separate it. What is Gaya? Gayaha. Gaya means pranaha. Trayate iti Tri. Gayaha pranaha. Tan pranan trayate iti Gayatri. It becomes. Actually the word is Gayatra, it becomes. You see like this. Gaya, Gayan, Tatre, iti Gayatra. Gayatra eva Gayatra plus Anaprate Swarthik. And when this Gayatra is Anant, you want to use it in Strilinga. Then comes Vidhanai, me. So the word is Gayatri. The one that always looks after, secures, saves, nourishes the pranas is called as Gayatri. This is Brihadaranyaka mantra according to Brihadaranyaka 5:14:4. There is the mantra is like this. Prana vai gayaha. Tat pranas tatre. Tadyat gayas tatre. Tasmad Gayatri nama. This is the whole mantra in Brihadaranyaka. That's why I was telling Gayatriyaha prana sanskritva. Gayatri is praised as prana in some Shruti, and in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad told in this way also. That is because the Gayatri always nourishes, saves, gives shelter, secures this prana and all. That is why it is called as Gayatri.
But Gayatri is a meter.
It's a meter also. It's a meter. And that meter also is used in the Sama also. Here the Sama that has to be meditated upon is Tatsavitur Varenyam. This Sama, this much is called as Gayatri Sama. Tatsavitur Varenyam. Ityasyam Richi. Yad Giyamanam Sama. Tat Gayatram. It's written like this. Tatsavitur Varenyam. Ityasyam Richi. Giyamanam Yad Sama. Tat Gayatram. This is the Rik. Tatsavitar Varanyam, only this much. And on this rig, whatever is sung is called as Gayatri Sama. Sa ya evam etat Gayatram Pranesha Protam Veda Prani Bhavati Sarvam Mayureti Jog Jivati Mahan Rajaya Pashubhir Bhavati Mahan Kirtya Mahamanaha Syat Tadvratam. Sa ya etat, he whosoever meditates on this Gayatri Sama as organs, Etat Gayatram, this Gayatri Sama as organs being established, Pranesha Protam Veda, he knows and meditates, what will he become? Prani Bhavati. He will be, all his organs will be intact. All organs will be intact, without any defects, without any diseases. He lives with an unimpaired organs. Sarvam Mayureti, he lives the full span of life. He'll never die in between. Jog Jivati, he will lead a bright life. Mahan Prajaya Pashir Bhavati, he becomes great through the possession of his progeny and animals. Mahan Prajaya and Pashir Bhavati. Mahan Kirtiya, he also becomes great due to fame. But that person who is meditating on this Gayatri Sama has to follow a certain rule. Tadvratam. This is the vratam. That is the vow for such a person who is meditating on Gayatri. What? Mahamanasya. Mahamana. He should not be narrow-minded. He should be open-minded. Never bind his mind with the prejudices. That is the vratam. He has to take this vow that I will never be under any prejudice and never have a narrow-mindedness. I will be broad-minded. That sankalpa has to take and do the Gayatri Sama meditation continuously to attain these great fruits. Sa evam etat Gayatram Pranesha Protam Veda, he who does, eva means thus, meditates on this etad Gayatram Sama Pranesha Protam Veda, meditates on it as being established on the prana. That means the prana is being established on the Gayatri Sama Veda. He knows and meditates. What he becomes? Prani Bhavati. Prani Bhavati means what? Avikala Karno Bhavati Tyetat. He will have unimpaired organs. All his organs will be intact, without any disease, without any defect or such. Sarvam Mayureti. He will live full span of life. What is the full span of life? Shatam Varshani, not whatsoever. 100 complete years. Shatam Varshani. Sarvam Mayu Purushasya Shrutaya. Because in another Vedic text is told 100 years is the complete life of a man, of a human being. That complete life he is going to lead.
60 years, they do Shashti Purti. Thinking it's complete.
No, not is you are misunderstanding. 60 years is the dangerous life. That's the 60 to 70 is the most dangerous period. That's why we do Shashti Purti Shanti. So let us go further up to 100 without any problem.
Okay, the same year, like a cycle, it comes 60 years for us.
It seems, but I have seen many places, the same date of birth will also not come. According to English date we may see, but the same tithi, according to Hindu, will not come after 60 years. No?
120 years, sir.
After 120 years it comes, not after 60 years. So, the main purpose of that Shashtakta Purti Shanti is actually, let this previous part be related to the next part of the final part of our life. This 24, isn't it? First will be taken here as that, and 48. 24 and 48 is 72. So 60 to 70 is the most dangerous, that we will never let us go to third part of our life at all. Therefore, how we have to cross 72 so that we can live up to 100. For that, there is a very big function, Shashtakta Purti Shanti is done. But whether it is successful or not, there is a different thing. That is the aim of doing it. Let me complete my 100 years of life.
It's not like a complete
No. It's not like that. That's not the reason. You study Sankalpa that is being told in that Shanti. It's told as Shatayur Bhavatu. For that purpose, I am doing this Shanti. I completed 60, let me complete another 40. And here this Upasana also special for that. Of 3 stages of life, in 1 stage, 2nd and 3rd stage, if something happens, a person is falling sick and all, it seems that he will not be able to relate himself to the next part of the life, he has to do some Upasana. By that he can proceed further also. For each and every part, a deity is presiding. That deity should be praised, and we have to pray from that deity, and he will not let us die at this middle age. That is the main aim of that Shanti. Here also, Shatam Varshani, Sarvam Ayu Purushasiti Shrodaya. Jog means Ujjvala San Jivati. He will lead a very, very bright life. Mahan Bhavati Prajadibhir Mahan Shikirtya. Due to his progeny and the Pashu animals, and also due to fame, he will be great. Gayatropaskasya Etad Vratam. For the meditator on this Gayatri, this is the vow that he has to follow in his life. What? Yat Mahamana Akshudra Chittasya Adityartaha. That he should not be narrow-minded. He should be broad-minded. Akshudra. Akshudra is not narrow. Akshudra Chitta is narrow-mindedness. Akshudra Chitta is broad-mindedness. Ityartaha. This is the meaning of this vow.